touch the ground. Yeah, I'm flying. Yeah, I'm flying. Rapidly moving. Without you, I'm losing control.
Hey guys, this is Beauty Onyx over here, and welcome to my channel. Today I am gonna give you a story time, and this was gonna be so juicy because this is a story time of when my ex, let me give him a name, Harold. So whoever knows this story knows that Harold and the person's name is kind of similar, but his name is Harold, and I was young back then, so I understand like why he did this. But this person, he was like how he loved me, we had a really good relationship, and then all of a sudden it just changed to I see ghosts. And I'm like, what? And he's like, I had a dream of this ghost, I would see her everywhere. And to be honest, it sounded like a movie. So at first I was like, stop playing, stop kidding, I'm a scaredy cat myself. So I was like, just stop with that shit. And then he just kept on going like, oh, the sink stuff are like opening, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And the more worse it was getting, the less he was talking to me, because the ghost is in love with him. The ghost is in love with him. So I was like, all right, you know what you need? You need to go to a psychologist. Damn, my English sucks. But I was like, you need to go to a psychologist, because at that time I was studying for psychology, and I was like, I think you need that. You need professional help. You need to speak with somebody, So he just kept on going with that bull crap of he sees the ghost everywhere. Mind you, he was getting more into depth. He was like, okay, the ghost name is Lucy. And you know why his name's Lucy? I'm like, why, Harold? Why is your ghost named Lucy? Oh, because that's Lucifer's daughter, and I am Zen, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, this guy, not to say the other word, is telling me this shit. Like, what is this, Dragon Ball Z or what? Like, I am Zen, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you are Harold. That's who you are, and you need professional help. All right? Time passes, and he would call me, and I know it was him, but silence. And I'm like, yo, really? So it started to like get into my head, like, all right, you're not talking to me because of Lucy, and now all of a sudden you're calling me and it's all silence. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna talk to your brother. I spoke to his brother. I was like, your brother, let me give the brother name. No, let me stop. His brother's name, let's give him Harold. No, Harold and Harold. Hell no. Eric. Let's call him Eric. So I told Eric and was like, listen, this is what's happening, and I think your brother needs help. And his brother was shocked and was like, what? Lucy? That's a story he likes to write about, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm assuming that at that moment he spoke to Harold, because it wasn't on phone, it was like video chat. You hear me? Video chat. It was on like Messenger. Back then it was like MSN, so I think I spoke to him through MSN Messenger, and I was like, your brother needs help. And then I'm assuming he spoke to his brother, and his brother was like, yo, tell her this, tell her that, because after that he was like, oh, get away from him. Oh, it's only you. That's only you. And I'm like, are you serious? So time passes. I'm getting frustrated. Whatever. And we broke up. Obviously, we broke up because we couldn't be together, and I really wanted to talk to him. And me being naive, I was like, but that's the love of my life. That's the man I want to be with, I was like, what? Let me give you the age. I think I was 15. or 16. Yes, I was 16 years old. So mind you, I was a virgin. Yep. And what else? Stuff like that. And I was like very naive. I was a little girl. He was basically the same age as me. I think he's just a year older, to be honest. So it was just weird on how he had to fake a whole ghost story to break up with me. But the reason I found out was because time would go by. And yeah, I thought he was crazy, whatever. But he had a new girlfriend. And this woman, let me not say a bad word. This person over here, what's her name? Bianca, because she starts with a B and she's a B. And I'm gonna call her Bianca. She was supposedly his best friend. And I know when a girl is best friends with your man, you already know something's going on. Don't you believe that shit? And what, like, I'm giving you as an experience, there's no such thing unless you know her in person, unless you have seen her and you have hanged out with her. But what is she doing in your man's room by herself? Like, no, that is not best friend shit. Anywhom, that was happening, and I talked to her and she was all rude about it. And I'm like, yo, that's when I put two and two together. Like, this guy, dead ass. I'm from New York, so I say dead ass, alright? Get used to it. So I was like, yo, this girl, dead ass, trying to disrespect me after all this. And then I'm like, and him too. So we broke up, whatever, and I hated him, whatever. And I'm getting a little off topic, but my cousin, I think she didn't know about that. And she prank called him and was like, why? I thought you loved me. Come back to me. And blah, blah, blah. And she prank called him and he called me back. And I did not know she was a three-way because she sneezed on that time. He called me and she was on the other line. And she would be like, no, not she. He would. Harold was like, oh, you are effing B. Yo, you're just so disgusting. How dare you call me crying? You sound like a stupid idiot. And I'm just like, excuse me? Who called you? Because that was not me. And I'm all happy because I thought we were going to fix things because he's calling me back after a month. I'm like, yo, you know? Well, the point is, he faked all that. He was like throwing himself on the floor, like, oh, I see Lucy, I see Lucy. Like, yo, I see him today. To this day, I have not seen him, and thank God that I have not seen him. I saw him on Facebook with his wife. Mind you, Bianca is his wife now, and I'm talking about like 8 years. Like, this is 8 years ago. So that's what happened. But I think I'll wrap the story here because there's more story times to come. And if you enjoy this, just smash the like button and comment down below what you want to know about me. I think I'm gonna do a 50 facts about me pretty soon, and I think that's it. Bye.